Greetings and welcome back to yet another episode of Slay the Spire, and today we're going to be playing as the Defect with modifiers that seem very similar to the ones we've had like 3 weeks ago or something like that. So we start with Brewmaster, so 5 copies of Alchemize, and they're tripled because of Hoarder, and then there's also Lethality just to spice things up a little bit. For some reason the Defect comes up quite often when I play these dailies. In some sense it's good because I'm getting to learn the character, in another sense it's not very good because I'm the least familiar with this character, but still. Enough meandering, let's just embark on the journey and see where this takes us. I'm looking forward to this one. Hello Neo, my well friend, thank you for all the alchemizes, very kind of you. So, due to all alchemizes, maybe at this point we should just try to gun for the highest score possible. And how can we do that? Well, obviously I think by fighting as many elites as possible. I like this path, or maybe even this path, just because there's 2 campfires, which means we should be relatively safe, and there's an elite, and then of course we can go fight another one. I mean, if we don't, we can go here, and if we want, we can actually fight 3 elites in this path. So it just seems like something I would want to do in general. Probably I want to hit something like this. Let's see. Maybe we'll see where to go from here. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so this is a little bit awkward already. I suppose I'm just gonna pop a dexterity potion and block twice. Just reduce the damage. It's gonna be a little bit annoying because there's really not gonna be a way for us to deal damage against enemies like this. Yeah, I mean, this is already pretty scary, isn't it? The only way we can really do damage here is by drawing into strikes, which admittedly are buffed, or by just relying on our orb. Okay, so this seems fine to some extent. It's not fine, but it's okay, I suppose. This just kills one outright. I suppose I'll get this one because he has more block. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll do an Alchemize. I'll pop this maybe on my next turn. I don't really need any of those, so I'm just gonna do this. Maybe there's no harm in just discarding. Oh, I can't. I can just drink it. I can't discard it, what I'm saying. I think Gambler's Brew is not gonna be all that useful for us. Yeah, I suppose this is better to some extent. Okay, let's just end our turn. I'm gonna pop the regen potion on our next fight just to get some passive healing going, and I don't need a potion. So because we have strength, I'm kind of leaning towards a 0-cost deck in some sense, but the defrag is also, I think, pretty useful. But I think we need to utilize our strength in the fact we have potions to a better extent, I suppose. I suppose I'll pick this for the reason it actually applies weak as well. So that might prove useful, I suppose. I suppose I'll try to avoid the remove attack. I mean, there's so many, so fine. I'll remove an Alchemize, I suppose. I don't think it will affect me in any way, shape, or form, but it's an idea, I suppose. Yeah, the reason I decided to go for the ice because it applies weak, and I feel like applying weak to enemies which will damage us when we don't really have a way to heal is just a smart idea, I suppose. A plated armor seems fine. I'm gonna do this, and that is 14. They're dealing 15. I don't mind that too much. Great, 1 damage. We have some passive healing, so all of it is looking pretty okay. I can do both. Oh, can I just kill him? I can kill him. This is great news. Dual cast will deal 16 damage, which is not enough to deal with him. I suppose I'll still do damage and just rely. I mean, sure, I'm gonna take 7 damage, but we're gonna get some passive healing anyway. So if I have enough block, I think I might just let this potion tick off. I have 7 block. I suppose I could always gain 8 passive block, so I'm gonna do that. We'll just roll on Alchemizes. Maybe we get something good out of it, right? Okay, there we go. That seems fine. I just want the healing to be maximized, I suppose. I don't need this, I think. I'm gonna drink this just to free up a spot. This is fine. Draw 3 cards. Doesn't really affect me. I'll just let it pop. Alright. I'll discard this, I suppose. 3 vulnerable doesn't really do anything for us. Do energy, sure. Let's strike. Smoke bomb, I think the energy is better. Charge battery, Maybe. Just seems like an okay card, so we'll take it. Maybe I need some block in this deck. I'm not really sure. Oh, I have 3 charge, but I always forget that when we add a card, 3 cards get added. I completely forgot that that's a thing, which is extremely my bad. I suppose I'll just set up the energy for next turn, even though maybe I should have just struck because we don't get strikes very often. I suppose I'll just do this. Ooh, ball lightning is fine. It's damage, so can't complain too much. Gain 2 focus. Sure, just stack it on there. I suppose. Draw 3 cards is fine. Go for the eyes. It's great. It's not great, but it's something. Right? It's something. He's not dead, but he's dead next turn. There's so many alchemizes. Alchemizes make the game really, really slow, and it's fine. I suppose it's fine. Tempest Channel X Lightning. This is fun. Regen Potion is actually just great. It allows us to not rest. I don't need this. 3 vulnerable, sure. We don't need it. The energy, I suppose he's dead. That's fine. That's fine. Let's think about the cards we're gonna add to our deck. Claw. If we're gonna go for a 0 cost deck, I think claws are gonna be great, especially because we get 3 of them at once. So I think that's just a smart choice. Alright, mushrooms. What can I do to you to do anything? I suppose. Okay, charge battery, I suppose, is just block. It seems useful. Gain some energy for next turn. I suppose I'll do this. Apply 6 poison. Not the worst of it. Not the worst of things. Dual cast. I suppose I'll do this. I don't have enough block to really sustain damage from this guy. I mean, I'll take the damage, but it's not too bad, right? I actually was a little bit more because I got vulnerable, because when this mushroom dies, it applies vulnerable to it. Right. I'm not too concerned though. He dies in 2 turns, which means I don't want to use this. This is pretty good. Yeah. Drink. No reason to, I suppose. Okay. I suppose I should have just ended him because I had the thing. I actually had a strike. I like the fact that we have 2 regen potions. Now, it might seem silly, but this doesn't seem very appealing to me. Charge battery, I mean, just a better block in some sense. Every single card is probably just a better block in some sense, but I think I'll keep the ones I have and just go for an elite, I suppose, here, and then I'll go to this one. This seems like a good path for me. This guy, I'm not too afraid of him. I will pop a regen potion. I will set this up. I'll do this, I suppose. No reason to use vulnerable now, so don't get silly. Don't be silly. I can just use it when I'm actually intent to attack, so I actually get something out of it. This seems like an okay turn to trigger him. I have Zap, I have Claw, and I actually have a Strike, which deals damage, so this seems great. I'm not sure if I use this, if it's just gonna... Oh! Yeah, this is great. This is actually fine. I guess I can always use it next turn, so no reason not to use it this turn, because it might be an attack that gives us block when we actually use it, so it seems smart to do it that way. Deal 11 damage, gain 1. This seems really good. Beam Cell, I suppose. It's a Beam Cell, so... I'll definitely drink this. Give me this. Another block potion. This is fine. This is fine. Strike will deal some damage. Seems fine to me. Let's go. So far it's looking good. And we're actually dealing much more damage to him than I would have suspected us doing in the first place, so that's really nice. Another Alchemize. Well, this would be useful if it wasn't so useless. We're gonna be taking some damage here, but I think we can just heal it up, so that's completely fine as far as I'm concerned. We're gonna drink an energy potion, put some alchemizes, gain some strengths. I suppose that's fine. I suppose I'll just do this. None of this is appealing to me. Sure. I guess I don't really need to use any of the potions because I don't have a way to regenerate them. Go for the eyes. A claw just kills him, which means I should probably be looking forward to using at least another alchemize here. 3 powers. If I can defend enough, I'm more willing to do that. Whoops. Prevent the next time. I don't really have an energy to sustain that, but I suppose I can just do this. I'm only doing this so I can actually heal to full, so my regeneration doesn't go. So it's actually used up, right? I hope that makes sense. It should make sense. And he's just dead this turn, and there's no reason to discard or use any of the potions. So this is fine. A regen potion, I'm always a fan of the regen potion, so I'm just gonna replace this, I suppose, because it's temporary, with a regen. And let's see what we get. Whenever you take attack damage and 1 lightning, gain 6 block. I'm not a fan of any of these cards, so I'm just not gonna take them, I suppose. Alright, I think I did take damage in this fight, which is a little bit unfortunate. But it is what it is. Zap becomes free, which might be a good thing. Claw just deals a little bit more damage. Charge battery. I'm almost thinking of upgrading charge batteries. Alchemizes are great because they become free. I think it's gonna be better. I mean, sure, it's only 1 out of 14 because they removed 1 before, but still, it seems like the right play. Having things free just seems like a good idea. I suppose I can just get rid of these cards and see what we can do with the other ones. So that's 9 damage. I think this guy is just dead. No reason not to just kill him outright. If I use all my cards, of course. No reason not to defend. No reason to defend, I suppose, either. So let's just do it. Claw. Okay, so we need to be a little bit more vigilant this time. Use your alchemizes, draw 3 cards. I defend, a charge battery is fine. So this is fine as well. I'm taking 2 damage, which is... I can survive that. Plated armor, nah, I don't need it. I'm gonna save the plated armor for another turn. There we go. This seems decent. I think I can get this guy to 3. I miscalculated. Happens, it's fine. It's not fine. Okay, maybe it's fine. Can you just follow the orders, please? Final damage, no reason to use it. I have so much block, and that's fine, right? That's fine. This guy would have died in any... One of them would have died in any case, I think. There's just no way around it. I'm just gonna kill him. I think these potions are great for our next elite, which I think is the next fight that's coming up. Cold Snap, I think I'm a fan of Cold Snap. Or maybe I'm a fan of Leap more. I already have 1 way to generate block. I think I'm gonna take a Cold Snap. Why? Because I think Frost Orbs are pretty good. Not good, but they're fun. They're fine. They're fine. I suppose we're gonna go to another elite. I'm not in Assert, at least not with this particular potions. Cold Snap I think is gonna be fine just to get some passive block. Essentially every time we have one of these Frost Orbs, we're negating the effect of lethality. So that seems like a good idea to me, I suppose. These cards are actually fine. I think I need a strike just to deal damage to him. Claw is fine. I suppose I can ditch a defend, so let's try it this way. If I go and just focus on this guy, I can just end up killing him very easily. That's 9 damage, and that's 9 damage. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna take this. Electrodynamics is... none of this seems too particularly interesting, but I suppose I can just take a bias cognition, just get more block, more defense. So this seems fine. So I know that next turn this guy is gonna be attacking. I mean, this next turn this guy is gonna be attacking the one on the right, which means that the turn after that this guy's gonna attack again. So if I just focus him now, I might have a chance of actually killing him in time. And I'll only take 1 damage, which is great. Not ideal, obviously, it's not a perfect, but it is what it is. Charge battery, I have 3 block, I have some passive frost, which is also fine, so I can just do this. As well as I can just use a fire potion, this guy the next turn, I don't have to use it now. But this is fine. I'm feeling safe. You are dead, my friend. No reason to use the plate armor, I suppose. I'll just do this. A random power is always great. A buffer, I suppose, doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna do this. And a fairy in a bottle. This is fine. We really need to get the shops. Not the shops. We just need a trinket that allows us to have 5 potions. That would make my life so much easier. We're gonna be dealing 8 passive damage, and with a strike he's just dead, which means that I don't really want to use any of these potions. They seem really good, especially with fairy in a bottle. The thing is, do I want to keep it? Is that too safe? Maybe in some extent it is. Vajra is okay. Fruit juice is just obviously non-negotiable. It's just free HP, so I'll just take it. Deal 26 damage to all enemies. Hyper Beam. Lose 3 focus. Considering we went into the direction of picking up Frost, I don't think this is going to be that useful, but at the same time, it is just a lot of damage. This might be okay, because we just have so many cards in our deck. Yeah, let's take Stack. Let's take Stack. That seems just like a good thing in a deck like this, which is super, super large. Especially because we have Gambling Chit, so we can always guarantee it being at least having 4 defense, which is already pretty good, but it's usually gonna have much more. On average it's gonna have like 20 defense for 1 energy, so that seems really decent. I think that's how it works. Maybe, probably not, but it's in that range somewhere. He's not attacking, so I have no use for any cards which aren't either alchemizes or the ones that deal damage. I suppose the charge battery could be good because we can set up defense for next turn, I mean energy for next turn. But 2 cold snaps work just as well, so this is fine. I'll just pop a regen potion just so I can actually use my alchemizers here, and of course this. A skill potion, I suppose, doesn't really matter. Channel 1 Frost, draw 1 card. Entry block, maybe not the right choice in this case because I phased them. It was definitely a bad choice. It was definitely a bad choice. It's fine, I'm not too concerned. This is a great hand. It's an okay hand. Okay, I won't overplay it, but it's pretty good. I think I just kill him. Okay, apparently not. My bad. Again, miscounted by 1. If I use the strength potion, he would have just been dead. But it's fine, I have the regen potion, I have enough blocks, so 13 blocks, see? This is what I'm talking about. This is just gonna be a really good card in our deck, I think. Alchemizes more poison, sure. More alchemizes energy is fine. I just suppose I'll claw this guy. We still have enough regen, so we're topped off. This is great, this is great. This run is looking decent. I won't say it's looking like the best run we're ever gonna have, but I'm gonna say it's looking decent. He's just dead from poison, so we don't need to even worry about that. This run is very slow, very slow. I'm not gonna lie to you. we're just gonna take it as it goes, right? We just find loot, sure. I found some gold. Do you want more loot? Sure, let's go. I found a relic. Starvage Combat Channel 1 Dark. Sure, give me more loot. It's another elite, honestly. I don't even mind it that much. Have enough damage to sustain this. I suppose I'll keep 1 alchemize and just redraw. Right. This seems okay. Not okay, but this seems fine. I'll pop this. I can do this. I can just focus on this fella. Another alchemize, which is an attack, which might allow me to kill him. Meteor Strike. I don't have enough damage to really sustain this, but this just seems crazy, right? Not crazy, but it's pretty good, right? It's pretty good. I suppose I should have just focused on this guy, not this guy. It's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's looking great. It's looking great. We did take, again, 5 damage, but I won't concern myself too much with that. Attacking this guy was fine. What am I saying? It's actually completely fine. If I actually manage to kill him on this turn. Which is not looking likely. I have 50% chance of just ending his life right now. Let's go, 50% chance, 1 time. Easy, easy. I'm so good at this game. When the RNG is on my side, you know that's 100% my fault. Obviously not, right? That was just lucky. Lucky, I mean lucky. It was a calculated risk. Or as some might say, a calculated gamble. Deal 7 damage of random enemy for each lighting. Nah, it's just too much. Too many potions to keep track of. I know what they do, it's just, I just have to think if it's actually a good idea to use it in a certain situation. He's just dead, so no reason not to just end his life right now. Fair potions, there are too many potions. Honestly, there are way too many potions. Never take damage, I don't need any of those, I think. Maybe adding another 0 card deck would be fine. I mean, another 0 cost card would be fine, but whatever. I'll just upgrade another alchemize. It's like, okay, sure, why not? Another elite. I mean, a shop would be great because we have a chance of picking up a nice trinket. But there's an elite which gives us more points. So let's go for more points, I suppose. I am a slave to my own craft. I don't need any alchemizes if I really want to make this pop. Oh yeah, this is a good turn, I think. Not only do I set up a lot of frost, I put the Dark Orb in the front, which makes it very easy to channel in the upcoming, not months, why did I want to say months? In the upcoming rounds, that's what I want to say. This is fine, this is also fine. Alchemize, Thorns, I mean, it is what it is. Another, that's sure, actually not the worst. That's just 24 damage. I might not be inclined to use it there, but because I only have one of it, odds are I'm not gonna actually draw it again, so I'm just going with that for now. Alchemize, a random power. I should have just done that first, obviously. Add a random power, I mean, sure. I can't kill him in any case here. Playing a defense would have definitely just been a better idea here, but I have enough passive block that I'm not too concerned, and he was weakened, so... Alchemize, alchemize. Gain to dexterity, it's fine. Maybe I'm gonna say this for the boss, so... Go for the eyes. I don't have any passive damage like lightning, so that's fine. Because he's not attacking, I'm just basically wasting a turn so I can draw into another alchemize, hopefully. But apparently that's not gonna happen, so I'm just gonna kill. Great. Dreamcatcher. Dexterity potion is fine. Rainbow. How can I say no to Rainbow? I actually can't say no to Rainbow. No, it's fine, it's fine. I'll take a scrape. I'll take a scrape. I don't need to rest, I think I have enough health. I'll just upgrade another alchemist. I should remove them and not upgrade them, but it is what it is at this point. Alright, of course. I guess I'm gonna keep a scrape, it's just damage. A charged battery might set me up for a nice turn next turn, so I'm just gonna do this. Not next turn, but I might draw into cards that might be useful. Creative AI just seems like a good investment at this point, and it's free, so no reason to use it. I suppose now I'm gonna do this as well. I'll take an alchemize first, no reason not to, I suppose. A scrape, and I got into a claw. Great. It was actually a really good turn. I did do a lot of damage there. A loop is fine. A charged battery is also fine. A defend. If we want to perfect this boss, that's 16 damage, and I thought, yeah, this is fine. Okay, so I'm not taking any damage yet, which is great. Storm, whenever you play a power, channel 1 lightning, this is fine, this is fine. He's dealing 22 damage. Is there just any way for me not to take any more damage? And I think the answer to that is just a resounding no, which means I guess I'll do this. That's a shame. I didn't know he dealt so much damage. 22 damage is just actually ridiculous. Cold snap. I guess I don't really want to pop this yet. I want to burst him with... Oh, this is great. Alchemize. An artifact is whatever, but it is what it is. I can phase him with a fire potion. I suppose I'll just use this. Which doesn't really matter now, I'm just saving some health and some damage for next turn. 27 block is actually amazing. I suppose I'll just do this. I suppose I'll just do this. 3 vulnerable is okay. I mean, no reason not to pop it there, I suppose. Right. If I just draw a dual cast at some point now, he should just be dead. I think it's still in the deck. No, I actually drew it. I must have missed it somehow. Oh, that's fine. But I think I can just kill him this turn if I am vigilant. Yeah, I said I think I can just kill him this turn. But obviously I'm missing 2 damage, which is a shame. I guess I don't really need to do anything else. He's just gonna kill himself. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, yeah, of course, I still had some block. That's great. Amplify. This turn your next power is played twice, not that useful. Hyper Beam. This thing seems really good, but I just don't have energy to support it. So. Remove 2 cards. This is just useless. Orrery, add 5 cards. I mean, this just seems fun. This one won't do much for us. It gives us some gold, so let's just go with Orrery. Let's add cards to our deck. Another Claw is great. Channel 1 Frost. None of this seems too interesting to me, so I'm not gonna take them. Place the next card you play on this turn on top of your draw pile. I mean, this one might not be the worst card if we combine it with something like a claw or a scrape. Double energy is not good because I don't think we have any energy relics. I mean, it's not bad either, right? Because if we play it first, we're just gonna get 1 energy whenever we draw it at the cost of 1 card. And we have enough 0. No, I don't think we need it. And another claw is just, you know, stack it on top of the deck pile, I suppose. 20 minutes for the first floor is not good, but it is what it is. So if we go here, there's an elite here, another elite here. I see 2 elites on this pad and 2 shops, so I'm gonna do that. It just seems like the wisest choice in my situation, I suppose. A stack is just useless in this case, I'm just gonna discard it. A charged battery, I mean, it's fine because it sets up energy, but I don't need it. A lot of the cards I have are free, so. An alchemize, it's fine, I can just go ham. Dual cast, just do some damage to him. No reason to get greedy, no reason to overextend, no reason to do anything, really just go ham. Great. Some energy. I suppose an alchemize would not hurt. A dexterity, a claw would not hurt. Another alchemize wouldn't hurt. And a stack is just 15 block, which is great. Stack is actually so good in a deck like this. Stack just in general seems like a crazy good card. Honestly, just go ham. I don't need this. I don't want to use it either because I want to save a strike so I can end his life. I don't need this. I'm just going to discard it preemptively because I know I'm just going to take whichever potion comes. Turbo is fine. Echo Form is not fine. I mean, they're all fine cards, just not something I need in this deck right now. I suspect. I expected this to happen, so for that reason I decided to keep Explosive Potion, if you were wondering why I kept it in the first place. These fellas do way too much damage, so I need to just get rid of them as fast as possible. How can I do that? I can land one relatively easily, because I have 3 strikes. The other one, sadly, not much I can do about that for now. He's landed. I can do this. I suppose I could have popped this, but it's only 1 effective strength against them because they take the double damage and I did weaken him. So that helps. It's not ideal, but it helps. This is fine. Actually, this is probably the best thing I could have hoped for. I'll just do this and I'll take an alchemize because it's free. Okay, a scrape seems decent to me. This is 1. This is gonna do 5 damage. Wait, why did this guy die? Oh, the Dark Orb chant. Okay, it's fine, it's fine. I got confused for a moment there. This deals the same amount of damage and this just kills 1. And then the orb deals 3 damage, which is not enough to actually destroy him. Which is a bit upsetting. So yeah, again, I'm taking way too much damage here. He's not attacking, which means this is a good turn to just stack up on potions, I suppose. I don't need any of those. This just feels empty potion slots, so let's just use that. A block, a poison is, I don't need a poison. A focus is, it is what it is. Okay, he's just dead. That's great. Explosive potion, I'm not gonna take another one, I don't need it, I think. Force field, I'm gonna take a beam cell. A white noise might not be bad either, but I'm gonna take a beam cell. Let's go. Give me a good trinket. Bag of preparation might not be the worst. Mind blast is actually ridiculous, so I'm gonna take it, obviously, right? A bag of preparation is not the worst card either, so the worst trinket either. It just will allow us to have more, and I think another stack is just, at this point we just want to add as many cards as we possibly can in our deck that are relatively good. So I'm not gonna go crazy, but I'm gonna go crazy, if that makes sense. Let's say some gold for our next shop. Oh right, we get 3 Mind Blasts because they're tripled. That's so ridiculous. Okay, we just need more energy and this run is 1. And I need to upgrade them, of course, if I upgrade them they become 1 energy, so I can just play 3 of them at the same turn. Alright, okay, I see the strategy in this game. I see the strategy, and that is there is no strategy. Just play Mind Blasts. Which I'm fine with, honestly. I want to play 1 Mind Blast. 52 damage is just too hard to pass on. And a Cold Snap, I suppose, and a Claw. It seems fine. The problem is now the Mind Blasts are in our deck, so we really can't get them back anyway. So. It's fine, don't worry about it. An artifact is okay. I think I can just end up killing him here. It should be pretty easy. I don't want to take any damage that's not unnecessary, so I'm just gonna do that. Another beam cell. Honestly, just stack it on. Just put it in there, boy. Lightman, Jack of all trades, is not the worst card. It's free, it's 0 cost, it gives us a colorless card, which might be another Mind Blast. I'll just stack it on there. Just put it on top. I'll buy 3 for the price of 1, which is actually a great deal. Smith, Mind Blast. Where are the Mind Blasts? I want the Mind Blasts. There we go. That's 1. So the strategy is go to as many campfires as possible. There's another one, there's a third one. We will actually upgrade them really fast and even visit just a bunch of monsters on our way there. So that's just great. Okay, so Beam Cells and Mind Blast just seems like a great combo, but I don't even need them because 2 of them are just already dead. I suppose I'll kill the ones that just deal the most damage to me. That's ridiculously good. I won't lie to you. So let's just Beam Cell this boy. And there's no way to gain a block. It's fine though. I think it just weakens us. Oh, it's a wound. A wound in this deck actually is irrelevant, so... Oh, he's just dead. That's fine. A Blood Vial is great, some passive healing. I'm always a fan of some passive healing. A Rainbow... doesn't really do much for us. A Rainbow is nice, it's fun, but I'm not gonna pick it up. Come on, give me another Mind Blast. The problem, if you have too many unupgraded Mind Blasts and you have no energy to play them, they just fill up your hand for no reason. Meat on the Bone is fine, doesn't really come into effect for us quite yet, but it's fine. We can do this, I suppose. A Claw is free, so no reason not to use it, I suppose. That's 107 damage, which means I can't kill him outright. But I might just have enough damage to rush him down, so I'm just gonna do that, I think. It's not the best thing, or the best choice I've done in my life, but it feels substantial enough that I can just do it, I suppose, and he's just dead, okay. So that worked out pretty well. I didn't expect them to kill him on this turn, but it is a perfect, so I'm gonna take it, honestly. A regen potion is actually beautiful, because I'm not resting, I'm just upgrading, so having a way to restore my health while still keeping the Mind Blast free is actually great. This fight is gonna take a while, maybe. I'm not sure. I suspect so. Just because of... I know how annoying this bad boy can be. There we go. That's one bad boy taken care of. I gain 20 block for this. If there's a way I can weaken him, and this is fine. So I guess at this point it's just about not killing him, but just doing as much damage as possible. And I basically just wait for the regen to pop off, or maybe just play as many alchemizes so I can actually do something with my life. Okay. Getting a self-repair would be great here. It would actually be the ideal card. I'm not just gonna take anything. None of this seems useful to me. I just don't have enough block. I suppose I'll do this. A defend is 5. Am I still gaining HP on the long run? That's what I'm wondering. I guess if I weaken him, yeah, that's fine. I'm gaining HP in this. I'm gaining 1 total HP, right? He's dealing 3 damage, we heal for 4, and now this turn we're just gonna gain HP outright. So this is all fine. I'm gonna throw this on top of him. No reason not to, I suppose. And just wait for him to eventually slowly die. I think it's just gonna work out. I can't attack. Oh, that's bad. That's not ideal. I won't lie to you. Discard any number of cards. Sure, discard all of them. Give me a defend. Or an alchemize. Oh gosh. I can't attack because he entangled me. That's such a shame. No, he's dead. 5 poison, 3 lightning. Let's go. Math genius. And we only lost out on 1 healing, which is also great. All of this is looking really fine so far. And another upgrade, which means we just have 3 Mind Blasts now, which means we can pretty much kill every single enemy in the game, except for some bosses, on our first turn. If we gain some more energy, this is just gonna be obviously much better. And probably not just our enemies, we can just kill everything. This is dead, this guy's dead, and you're dead as well. I'm sorry to inform you. It's just, your life is over. We just need to add more cards in our deck now. Just really anything I see that might be even remotely useful, or that's free, is just getting added to the deck. Remove a card? No. I don't want to remove any cards. Let's just upgrade. I want to have all the cards in my deck. Alchemizes are fine, so I'm just gonna keep upgrading them, I suppose. Maybe a dual cast, maybe a zap. Let's upgrade a dual cast, it also becomes free. It's not the worst card, right? Especially with our Dark Orb. It has potential to deal a lot of damage. Cold Snap, I think, is just gonna be a wise investment for the future. I just like this hand, honestly. We're gonna deal some damage to him. We're not gonna end up killing him. But it's gonna be... Oh, I bet. Deal 11 damage, Compile Driver, draw 1 card for each unique orb you have. There we go. A Jack of all trades is actually great. Give me another claw. I won't say no to a claw. We did do quite a significant amount of damage to him. Now the only thing I really want to do is not take any more damage, which I think should be doable on this particular turn. I'm not sure if it's possible for every turn in the future, but I'll try. So he's dealing 20 damage, I can block for 15, and this just gives me 9. Okay, so apparently I just can't do it. Now that's a shame, right? I should have played Defend first, obviously, but it wouldn't have mattered. I mean, he's dealing too much damage for me to handle it. So. Oh well, that's discouraging. Sure, take all of my Alchemizes. I actually don't need them. A Charge Battery is fine. An Alchemize, this, and a Defend. I probably didn't even need to pop it. Well, whatever. Alright, Beam Cell is 3 Beam Cells, huh? Is this how this is gonna go? I'm gonna do this and just apply Vulnerable to him and just go ham. Now, what I'm doing here is rushing, and I would never recommend you do this. They're dealing way too much damage, but that's why I have a Fairy in the Bottle, because even if I die in this fight, I get back and then I'll heal when I go to the next floor, so it's fine. Alright, so this worked out. Thank you for the Alchemizes, even though I actually don't need them. I don't want any of these cards, they're way too expensive. Give me some potions. Not potions. I mean, Sozu is just not gonna work out with this deck. A Pandora's Box might be fun. A Cursed Key might not be the worst one because we're on the last floor. So yeah, let's just take Cursed Key, I suppose. This just seems like a fun one. I'm not sure if after they get transformed, 3 cards get added to the deck. So if this guy gets transformed, the transform card gets added 3 times. If that's the case, let's do it. I think that's exactly what's gonna happen. Oh my god. This is actually the best way to increase the size of your deck at a pretty reasonable price or time, I suppose. So, do we still want to hit as many elites as possible? The elites on the 3rd floor can be quite dangerous, but I suppose I just want to hit shops, so I'm gonna go here, 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 and then I can decide if I want to go left or right. Okay. This seems fine. I just see a path, it just seems good, and I don't even deliberate if it's the best one, so... That's just the way we do it in this... here, boys. Jack of all trades is fine, a Flash of Steel, this just deals way too much damage. Okay. Just keep adding cards, honestly. At this point, a stack is awesome. I have so many stacks in my deck. If I say I don't want a curse, you're gonna give me a curse, so I'll say I don't want an item, a card. I don't want a card. Oh. You took that very literally, right? I don't want a card, so it's just like, just remove one. A Zap is, let's see, I think one of the new cards that got added, one of them is probably just useless. Glacier is fine, Compile Driver. I mean, we have the Mummified Hand, so a 1-cost power is not too bad. I actually think that all of these cards that are here, that the worst one might be Zap, or at least it doesn't really do anything in their deck, so let's just remove it. I wish I had the option not to remove it, but apparently this guy doesn't work that way. Alright, I need to remove cards first before I play anything else. All of them are dead. Now, I wish I had enough energy to actually block, but it's fine. I'm taking some damage, but I get to heal for 2 every time I start a new fight, so it's not a problem. Beam Cell just added on there, boy, really? Let's just buy cards which are free. This one is free, this one is free. What is this? Upgrade to attacks doesn't seem that useful to me. Nah, it's a designator, I mean, yeah, whatever. It adds a card, it adds cards, so I'll just buy it. It's expensive, but it adds free cards, and I'm a fan of free cards, so. Let's fight them, honestly, just no reason not to. I get to kill all of them in my first turn, so. I don't know why I'm doing this. I didn't even need anything other than my Mind Blast, so this is fine. Oh, he's not dead. There we go. I fixed that. Turbo is fine. An overclock is actually pretty good, I think, in a deck like this. A burn does not matter when we have 100 cards in a deck. Oh, hello, big fella there. I want 3 cards, I suppose. Might this be the enemy which just doesn't die in his first turn? Is it possible? Yeah, he's not dying. But the slow is doing a number on him, let me tell you that much. That's 400 damage in my first turn. That's actually a ridiculous amount. Overclock just seems so good. Yeah, sure, burn gets added to the discard pile. I'll never see you again. Nice to see you for the moment you existed. I should attack at the end, obviously. I don't know what I'm doing. And this is free, and then I can do this, and then I can... Oh, I guess I can pop this later. I'm just gonna show this, no reason to discard it or anything. Tempest Channel X Lightning. I'll just do this. Fission, it's free, it just deals damage, so it's great. It's not enough to kill him. I'm gonna take damage, which is super disappointing, but it's fine. He's dead this turn probably. There's no way. I don't see him surviving another turn. There we go. I was just fishing for cards which actually deal damage. Core Surge deal damage again. I said before it's a good card, but I at this point, whatever. Let's just fight more enemies. I don't know if you get more points for fighting more enemies, but I hope you do. There we go. Ancient Potion is not that good. Sure, add a turbo. I need... The more cards, the merrier, I say. The more people that come to your party, the better. Actually, I'm more of a small party guy, so don't take that very literally. Actually, I'm a no party guy. I don't tend to like parties. Incense burn every 5th time, sure. I don't see a problem with that. Can I add anything that's free? Well, this is great. Thank you. Is there maybe a good relic? I mean, I can't afford it anyway. I'm just asking for a friend, I suppose. All of them are dead, which makes me very happy. I still find it a problem that these guys just deal 3 damage to me and there's just no way for me to get around it. But like I said before, maybe the Blood Vial here is just my saving grace to some extent. What do I upgrade? More alchemizes? They're actually useless at this point. Jack of all trades, sure. This is great. You get 2 cards instead of 1. It doubles the deal for 1 upgrade. It just makes sense. He's just dead, isn't it? Yeah, there's just no way he survives. Nice of you to join the party. Mob Bank is just some passive money, which is always great. Ancient Potion. I don't know why I'm taking it. Why not, I suppose. This is all looking great. There's 4 enemies. My deck isn't dealt to deal with 4 enemies. I can only deal with... Okay, so I guess I'm gonna pop the Regen Potion now. A Mind Blast. So, which ones do I like the least? This guy? This guy? Then I suppose I'll take out this guy because it's more HP. Annoying, because I will take damage and I don't think there's a way to get around that. When you just scroll, like just look at the amount of cards there are, which are basically Scrape, Beam Cell, Sweeping Beam, and Compile Driver. There's like 40 of them in our deck. I kind of love it. Claws are great. I love claws. Oh, I have the Orichalcum. This is actually pretty good. If I'm just able to sustain this for a few turns. Echo Form is great. Stack is 10 block. I suppose I can just do this, just so I can actually get 1 more block, so I actually gain some health. I don't intend on resting on my rest stop. I suppose there's no reason not to. Let's at least get the potions, right? I don't need this. No, honestly, give me more alchemizers. I want to have a nice assortment of potions for the final boss. Oh, he's just dead. Fine, whatever. I didn't need you anyway. Another sweeping, sure. Is there a reason to rest or a reason not to rest? I guess I'll rest. Oh, we get to add 3 more cards to our deck. That's great. Now, the second stage of this fella is gonna be annoying, obviously, right? Because we can only destroy 1 stage. So I suppose we'll just focus on this, guys. What's our plan? Just do our best, I suppose. That's my plan. That's usually my plan. Go for the eyes. A claw, an overclock is... It is what it is. I obviously should have just played my potions first. The problem with this guy is he might just kill us, actually. You might say, well, that's a little bit ridiculous, but it's actually not. Cold Snap is fine. A stack. Stacks are probably gonna be our saving grace in this deck, honestly speaking. Because they're gonna provide us with so much block, and I think we might be able to sustain it. And we just have so many of them in our deck, right? Stacks, great, Jack of all trades, Dark Shackles, enemy loses 9 strength, which is actually the perfect turn to use this on. A Beam Cell, a Claw. If we just stack up Claws high enough, I think we're fine. Which is not something you want to hear generally, but it is what it is. We're doing our best here, guys. This is great. Turbo is fine, just give me all damn potions. I suppose I'll use a weak when he phases, which shouldn't be too far off, I suppose. Give me more claws, it's fine. A Beam Cell, a claw, an overclock, a scrape is okay. A free power is also fine, more powers which are free. This is great. Static Discharge is free, no reason to use any of the other cards. Alright, so this turned out pretty well. So I was like, this deck doesn't have anything going for it other than Mind Blasts. But this is obviously false. This deck is actually pretty good. Who would have thought? Stacks are great. He's dealing 1 damage. Oh right, I'm intangible this turn. So I'm actually just a genius. An accidental one, admittedly. I didn't know it was triggering this turn, but it did. I'm not sure if they dealt any damage to me yet. I'll assume not. I mean, there's no reason to take any damage I don't have to take. And I have Orichalcum and I have the Frost thingy, so it's fine. I'm not too concerned. 19 damage? You'll need a little bit more than that, my friend. A Beam Cell, a Capacitor, it's just free because it makes something else free. A Dramatic Entrance is completely fine. I suppose I'll do this. I'll draw 2 more cards. Go for the eyes. This, another Alchemize, give me more strength. Compile Driver. This, just honestly, just stack it on there. Another this, there we go. When just playing the cards that keep coming up and you're not really sure what you're doing. Let's see what our end score is. 1100. It's actually not that terribly bad, but at the same time, this run was actually relatively easy. Speedster victory in under 60 minutes. I never thought I would be a speedster for completing a run under 60 minutes, but if the game thinks that, I'm fine with it. So beyond elites killed, so the more elites you kill, the more points you get, which makes sense. The more enemies you kill, the more points you gain. Bosses give you points, perfects give you points. Overkill gains, okay, I see. There just seems to be so many things that give you points that it becomes very hard to kind of manage them all at the same time. I mean, it's fine. Let's see what their ranking is before the scoreboard didn't want to load. 1,100. Top 1000 is actually... I'm improving. I think that's a fair assessment to say. I'm improving. I'm not going to win anytime soon. Top 100 is pretty far off, but you know, we're slowly getting there. When I say slowly, that's obviously a very wide word. It has a wide variety of meanings. But we are getting there. We are getting better the more we play. And I think that's an exciting prospect. With all of that said, I hope you enjoyed this one, guys. And I hope to see you next time.